Well, g'day and welcome to Driveway Time, the version of drive time when we're not allowed out. Still. I want to chat to you today about I found something that I found frustrating. Well, let me put it to you slightly differently. I found myself getting to a place of frustration that I wasn't in charge of my own destiny, frustration that I had to wait for a government to tell me what I could and couldn't do. Frustration that big businesses are allowed to trade and small businesses have to be shut down. Frustration that I just started getting so frustrated, and that pent-up frustration led me to inaction. And that pent-up frustration led me to hanging out with other people who were frustrated. And that pent-up frustration started getting me to a point of, hang on, I need to take control of what I can take control of. That frustration at sitting there thinking, why is it that I'm having to deal with all of these stupid things? Why is it that my governor is not making good decisions? All of these frustrating things. And unfortunately, by delving deeper into my frustration, thanks, Eamon, for typing in where you're at. Thanks, James, reminding me of that. Yes, please type in where you're at, gang, so we know what part of the world you're in. But I found myself getting deeper and deeper into frustration of all of these things that I couldn't control. And it was like, dang, and it took a session with one of my coaches today to wake me up to the fact that, hang on, dude, get your head out of there. And my question was, though, what do I switch to? If I'm in frustration and if I'm doing this emotion of, annoyance at all of the things that I can't control, if I'm in that space, and I know you may have been in that space in the last little while, but when I got into this space of frustration, my coach sat me down and said, well, hang on a sec, what should you replace frustration with? And so I ask you the same question. When, you're frustrated with what's going on, frustrated that I can't open my business, frustrated that I couldn't, I started to get annoyed with things. And I'm sure some of you saw my rant the other day, and it was like, that's just not me. It's not the person I am to rant and worry about all of these things. And I think that my level of frustration with the world right now of being cooped up, locked up, held down, and even that languaging started to give me a problem. And so I'm looking at my languaging, and as a coach, I'm asking you to look at your languaging and how you're referring to this whole thing. What are you saying to this whole thing? How are you, what are you reposting out there? If I look at your Facebook feed or your LinkedIn or you think, what am I seeing in your posts? Am I seeing humor and fun and great family times? Or if I look at your post, am I seeing you reposting every piece of material about how this is collusion and it's a corrupt government and it's this and it's that? Because when you look at your feed, you got to ask yourself, what is it that I'm putting back out there into the world? Because what you're putting out there into the world is going to come back to you. So how are you relating to the world right now? If I look at your Facebook feed, your Insta, if I look at your emails, your text messages, what is it that we're seeing about you in this time? And I know, I got to admit it got the better of me there for a few days. It got the better of me. It really did. I got to frustration, and I almost got to anger at one point there. It was like, come on. So here's the question. When I asked the question of my coach, well, what do I replace frustration with? I'm doing annoyed. I'm doing these negative things. And she sat down and said to me, well, what do you want to replace it with? And I was like, I'm not sure what I want to replace it with, but it's definitely not something negative. I don't want to be drowning myself in the negativity. I don't want to be drowning myself in the frustration and all this stuff. Yes, there's things outside of my control right now. Yes, there are things that are annoying me right now. Yes, there's politicians that I literally want to just go, come on, wake up. But not in my control, and a very simple thing, worrying about things outside of your control will lead you to stress and worry and all of these things. And so eventually I sat down and said, what am I going to replace frustration with? What am I going to replace all of this with? And there was only one real answer that came to me, and that's gratitude. What am I replacing frustration with right now is gratitude. I just have to be grateful for my health. I have to be grateful for the fact that I can still sit here and do driveway time with you. I can still impact the world. I can still get out there and do things. So what are you grateful for? Type it in right now so that more of it starts coming your way. The more you mention what you're grateful for, the more comes your way. When I got stuck in frustration and anger and worry and all of these things, and I know many of you have been following me for a long time. You know me getting stuck in frustration and annoyance is not the real me. So I have to replace it with gratitude. And I ask you, what are you grateful for right now? What are you going to share gratitude for? Because what you share gratitude for, more comes your way. Health, yes, Brett. Health is definitely high on my list of things that I'm grateful for. And, I'm grateful for the opportunities that are coming from this thing. I'm grateful for my family and being able to hang out with them more often. As much as, I think my kids' teachers definitely lied. They're not a pleasure to have in class. But I'm grateful for so many things out there in the world, and I'm grateful to be able to contribute to the world, and I'm grateful for all these things. So whenever you're feeling frustration, whenever any of your team are feeling frustration, ask them what they're grateful for. Sit down and do it. And I know at the dinner table tonight, I'm going to be making certain that all of our family are listing out what they're grateful for and all of that stuff. But let's show gratitude, team, of what we love having in our life. Let's show gratitude of what we want more. Let's stop posting all the negative stuff. And I even had to say to one of my groups of buddies on a group chat these last few days, guys, I'm tuning out. If you guys stay on all this negativity and all of that's wrong in the world and killer wasps and all of this stupid stuff, if you're going to get stuck in that, I'm out. I'm just not participating in that game anymore. I'm participating in the game called positive. I'm participating in the game called opportunity. I'm participating in the game called passionate, focused leadership. And really, I'm participating in the game of loving life and loving gratitude and loving what the good things are. So if you're with me, stay with me. Let's post. Let's keep the positivity going out there. Let's keep the passion going out there. Let's keep the gratitude going. And let's stay focused on all those things that we can do and all the things that we love about life. And let's bring that back into our realities on a day-to-day basis. Listen, thank you so much for being with me today. Please share this around with everybody because we need more gratitude. We need more people out there. Turn your frustration into gratitude. That's really the big message of today. Get rid of the frustration and worry and things. Stop posting negative stuff. Stop reading the negative stuff. Be on the positive. Be on those things, Let's show gratitude for what is great in the world instead of worrying about what isn't. Take care. Bye for now. Look forward to chatting to you again the next few days. Thanks, everybody.